OK，好的问题，3 seconds。大家好，我是L Bank 的何伟，非常欢迎大家今天来到 L Bank 的直播间。我们 L Bank 一直以来都非常关注波卡生态，那本月是 L Bank 的波卡生态月，我们邀请了众多基于波卡开发的艺术项目。今天非常荣幸邀请了 Plasm Network 的创始人 Sota 创菜跟我们分享最新的进展。我本人也很期待今天的活动。那因为目前就是我这边的一个英语的实力的问题，所以可能会有我们翻译人员进行实时的翻译。首先让我们先欢迎 Sota 创态来到 L Bank 的直播间。创态你好。
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the LBank AMA Stream Live Studio. I am Eric He. LBank has been looking at Polkadot ecosystem for a long time, and we are actually undergoing the Polkadot month. We are planning to invite many excellent Polkadot programs, and today we're honored to have invited Plasm Network founder Sota to share with us the latest news. And I'm very looking forward to our exchange today. Because of my English capability, I have an interpreter beside me. Thank you.
Sure.
Welcome, Sota.
Thank you for having me today. And what is Plasm and我是 Sota. 谢谢。
OK， Yeah, thank you. OK， 那开始我们今天正式的一个直播。首先我们都知道，就是 Plasm 是波卡上非常著名的一个项目。就我的一个认知，可能 Plasm 它很有希望率先在波卡上面拿到这个卡槽拍卖的一个可能最初的几个名额之一。那我们这边大部分的 L Bank 用户都想知道，就 Plasm 和波卡平行面上的其他项目有什么不同？创菜是否可以给我们总结一下 Plasm 的一些重要的特点？
Okay, Plasm is a very famous program on Polkadot, and we think that Plasm could be probably the first parachain to get the slot on Polkadot ecosystem. And so, how does Plasm Network? How is Plasm Network different from other Polkadot parachain candidates? And could you tell us a little bit about the key features of Plasm Network?
Yeah, of course. Summer parachain auction is coming, so the auction is the one of the hottest topic in the community. And before that, I would like to explain what Plasm Network is. So Plasm Network is a scalable smart contract hub on Polkadot that support Ethereum virtual machine and also WebAssembly. So basically, we have a both virtual machine and we are implementing cross virtual machine implementation. So basically, you can deploy Solidity contract on Plasm Network, and you can deploy Ink contract on Plasm Network as well. So as Gavin mentioned this week, the WebAssembly is the future of the smart contract, but Ethereum virtual machine is now. So we support both, and we are making them interactive. So this is going to be one of our advantages we have today. And the another advantage is the dApps staking. So to make the long story short, so by making dApps on the top of Plasm, you can earn PLM token, which is our native token. So Plasm Network is the first blockchain that gives the basic income for developers. So let's say Ethereum. If you are building on Ethereum, the smart contract developer have to pay gas fee, and which is expensive sometimes. But in the case of Plasm Network, on the other hand, you can deploy smart contract, and you can earn PLM token by deploying smart contract, by making application infrastructure. This is the one of the best feature we have today. You have to pay the network gas fee, but you can earn PLM token. So this is the one of the strong feature we have today. And another thing is we are aiming to make DAO, decentralized autonomous organization. So our blockchain is fair and transparent. That's why we distributed our tokens through lock drops. So lock drop is a way to distribute token. and the more than 150k ETH has been locked on our smart contract. So we are proud of our decision, and I think we are doing the right track. We are on the right track to make decentralized autonomous organization and become one of the first Polkadot parachain. And we are going to deploy Shiden network. So Shiden network is the copy of Plasm, and the Shiden is going to be a Kusama parachain, and the Plasm is going to be a Polkadot parachain. So Kusama parachain auction is coming, so we are doing our best to become one of the first Kusama parachain at this moment.
一个 parachain。
OK，我听到很多很棒的点啊。就首先第一个，就比如说 Plasm 在就类似于一个智能合约，就其实我们都知道，我们都会说以太坊能成功，最早的时候可能在1018年是因为以太坊被作为一个的标的，但是到了2000年到现在这个时间点，我们会觉得是以太坊的智能合约成就了以太坊。如果没有这个智能合约的话，以太坊的落地和运营其实没有办法继续。那我们会说，就是Plasm 其实在波卡上是一个至关重要的，因为它实现了波卡上的智能合约，它会把以太坊的各式各样的生态，包括波卡上的生态，更大的进行一个扩容。那我想知道，就是我们都说就是 Plasm 是一个可拓展的智能合约，那当中解决方案包括随 K rollout，包括 Automatic 这些 rollout 这些。那我想知道，就是 Layer 2解决方案会使 Plasm 怎么样获得收益？怎么样获得收益？
I've heard many great ideas. First of all, we know that the success of Ethereum and back in 2017 to 2018, the success largely comes from itself being the target of fundraising. But now, I think the success of Ethereum it lies at the smart contract. Without smart contract, we don't have much expectations about Ethereum. Plasm is very important because it helps developers to implement smart contracts on Polkadot ecosystem. And we've always been talking about Plasm being scalable. It may have been used, you may have used ZK rollups or optimistic rollups or even layer 2 solutions. My question is, how does the layer 2 solution help us gain benefits?
Cool. I think this is a very great question. So first of all, you can deploy Solidity or Ink contract on our layer 1 as well as layer 2. And the more option, the better for the community and the better for the developers. So you can deploy Solidity contract, Ink contract, buyback contract. You can deploy this kind of contract on our layer 1 first. Then you can PLM token. And regarding the layer 2 solution, I think the Polkadot itself is the scaling solution. So we don't need layer 2 in a short run, but it will be needed in a very long run because we are making a blockchain for millions of people. But less than 1% of people are using blockchain today, but blockchain is almost full. So we have to change the way how to use blockchains, right? So layer 1 blockchain will be a trust layer, and the layer 2 blockchain will be a transaction layer. That's why we are focusing on the layer 2. So because we envision the world where everyone is using blockchain. And regarding the rollup, ZK rollup and optimistic rollup, I think Ethereum community is going to be all in on rollups, ZK rollup or optimistic rollup. So let's say Uniswap, let's say Synthetics, a lot of big projects are going to use rollup solution on Ethereum. And we are also supporting rollup solution on Polkadot. So they can use exactly the same rollup contract on Plasm Network. If they deploy Ethereum, they can use exactly the same rollup contract on Plasm. So this is going to be one of the biggest feature for us. Because rollup contract is very complicated and very difficult to make at this moment. So we are making a path for the rollup developer on Ethereum to migrate the application from Ethereum to Polkadot. Or we are making the path to make multi-chain the application on both on Ethereum and Polkadot. So I think this is gonna be one of the key factor. That is why Plasm win in the long run.
在未来的样子。
OK， 好，这个东西特别酷啊，因为我们都说之前各式各样的项目可能会标榜自己以太坊杀手，但是目前其实大部分的项目都会说，哎，以太坊可能是我们的合作伙伴，是我们的一个竞争对手，会长期的合作下去。因为我们发现可能以太坊已经强大到不可能被杀死，所以我们更多的希望是协作和共赢。那当中还有一点，因为刚才这个有说到讲到就是 Plasm 这个其实是一个额外的问题啊，我比较好奇的，因为我们看到 Plasm 经济模型当中，它很大一部分的代币都是用空投的形式，然后给到用户来形成一个道德治理。就我比较好奇，团队那会儿是下了一个怎样的决心，可以把这样的代币，或者说是什么来迫使团队做出这样一个决定，把代币以空投的形式免费给到了这些合作伙伴、这些道德治理人、这些技术开发者。
Oh, cool, really cool. You know, a lot of people, a lot of projects, programs have purported themselves to be the Ethereum killers, but most of the times they could only become the Ethereum cooperators because Ethereum has become strong enough to the extent that it cannot be killed. And so, well, sooner or later, they become cooperators and they arrive at a win-win situation. And what's interesting is that you just mentioned the DAO. And I've looked at the Plasma and the token economics. Now, most of the tokens have been airdropped to the community users. How did you make this decision? I mean, how did your team make such a decision that you devote like the majority of your tokens to your cooperators, to your community users? This is the question I want to ask.
Cool. Yeah, thank you for asking this question. So community is the community is the most precious resource in our community. When I say community, they are not like short-term trader. So community means the ecosystem that include developer, validator, and the long-term Plasm Network believers who own token. So community make a difference in the long run. We distribute a token to community through lock drop. So basically sort of the staking or airdrop. But we are proud of making this decision last year. A lot of projects are claiming they are a community-driven project. But actually their strategy is, far from community-driven. So typically speaking, a lot of blockchain projects raise fund, from very selected and very few VCs with huge discount. And they're gonna raise fund from VC, and then they're gonna raise fund from VC. And again, they're gonna, have a strategic venture round. And then they're gonna list their token at exchanges. Or they're gonna, list their token at DEX. Right? So in this case, once they list their token at exchanges, this price must be much higher than previous round price. So a lot of the selected venture capital does not take risk. So this is how fundraising works in the crypto space. I really don't like it. So that's why we distributed two tokens first to the community. The community includes obviously VC. A lot of venture capital join our lock drop. So the most important thing is the lock drop was operated under the same rule. So anyone can join the lock drop. We don't care about nationality or geological location, venture capital or not, or developer or not. So we distributed token to the community under the same rule. And then we raised fund led by Binance and the Fembushi and Hypersphere and so on. So I would like to say Plasm is one of the most fair and decentralized community. And I'm proud of that. More than 9,000 people has PLM token even today before launching the mainnet. So our mission is to make decentralized autonomous organization. So community is going to be a really important part of the project. So yeah, we are going to launch our mainnet very soon. And after that, we are going to implement on-chain governance. And then in the future, we are going to close our company. But Plasm Network will be sustainable because we have our on-chain governance. The beauty of blockchain is, let's see Facebook or Amazon. Facebook is not, will not be operated without Facebook. Amazon will not be survived without Amazon Corporation, right? But blockchain will be survived without corporation, stake technologies. So I envision the world where Plasm Network will be survived and the getting bigger and bigger without entities. So I would like to be one of the open source contributor in the long run. Yeah, this is our one of our vision.
OK，我听到几个关键字，我会觉得特别有趣的。首先第一个，比如说利益，然后比如说兴趣，然后比如说去中心化。那其实就我个人的一个认知，我会觉得区块链最好的一个推动因素。说我们渴望在区块链实现多大的一个财富自由，而是渴望实现一个精神上的自由。那这种精神上的自由其实是由兴趣爱好来推动的这件事情。就其实我会比较好奇你个人，你到底是为了怎么样的一个状况会被整个区块链给吸引，然后才会来做 Plasm 这样一个项目？就是它的原生动力在哪里？就是什么事情推动了你往这个上面投资了这么多的热情和精力？
Great. I've just heard of several keywords like profit, like interest, like decentralization. By far, my personal cognition is that my personal understanding is that the best factor contributing to the blockchain is not profit, rather it is interest. And I think the true believers of blockchain are not coming for the freedom in finance. They come here for freedom of spirit, and the freedom of spirit can only be like motivated by a person, by one's interest. So my question is, what attracted you to create Plasm Network? What was the original motivation, the original force that pushed you to do Plasm Network?
Got it. Yeah, so basically we are the third evolution of the internet, right? And this is the first opportunity for me to be involved in such kind of movements from day one. So this is a really exciting moment. And in the very long run, the people will say the Bitcoin was invented in Lehman shock, and the Web3 will be invented in a corona shock. So we are under the movement of Web3, and I'm really happy to be involved in this big movement as a player, as a blockchain builder. And a lot of the Web3 Foundation's members have the same vision. So I met Gavin 2 or 3 years ago in Tokyo, and he explained the vision of the Web3. And that's why I joined this space, the Polkadot space, 3 years ago. And we started building Plasm Network because Polkadot does not support smart contract functionality. And without smart contract parachain, no one can make application on the top of Polkadot. So I'm really excited to make a history with the pioneers. And we would like to do our best to realize Web 3.0 for the human being.
人类哦。
好，那我们把问题从里边回到 Plasm 上。那我们知道就是在 staking 还有overtracking 机制很特别，就能否为我们介绍一下它的工作原理和机制？然后 Plasm 团队对它的设想到底是什么样的
Okay, let's shift our perspective from you, person, to Plasm Network, this project.
Mhm.
So DApp staking and operator trading are two unique mechanisms on Plasm Network. Could you briefly introduce how they work? And also, what is the vision for these two unique features?
Got it. Yeah, I would like to start from dApps staking. So PLM token holder can stake their PLM token on network as well as application. So if you have a dot, you can stake dot for the network and you can dot token as a reward. So this is simple. And probably some of the people has already staked their dot on the network. And we invented another staking. I have never heard of the blockchain that support dApps staking dApps staking. So dApps staking is generally speaking, you can stake your PLM token on application. So let's say Uniswap is, just an example. The Uniswap is making on Plasm Network. You can stake your PLM token on Uniswap. By doing so, you can, let's say, Uni token, and you can PLM token if Uniswap is doing great job in ecosystem. And also, Uniswap developer can PLM token as well from block rewards. So block will be mined every 6 seconds or every 10 seconds. And each block has block rewards, just like Bitcoin. And 50% of block rewards go to validator. And 50% of block reward goes to dApps developer. In this case, Uniswap developer. And Uniswap developer can distribute this revenue to the user as well. So this is the one of the most decentralized and sustainable grant system because block will be mined ideally forever, right? So once block is mined, the 50% goes to developer, then developer will be sustainable as well. So in the short run, the developer have to pay a lot of gas fee to make application, to make smart contract. But in the Plasm's case, you don't need to pay much gas. And you can PLM token. And this revenue should be much higher than the gas fee. So we really incentivize people to make application on the top of Plasm Network. So this is really unique feature only Plasm Network supports in the Polkadot ecosystem, maybe in the blockchain ecosystem as well. And the operator trading is another idea which we invented. So basically you can buy and you can sell the ownership of the smart contract. So if I would like to purchase Uniswap contract, I can purchase with PLM token. But Uniswap token contract should be, expensive. Anyone can copy the Uniswap contract, right? But because of the dApps staking, the original Uniswap contract can earn a lot of PLM token. So in this case, someone would like to purchase Uniswap original token. Because if you just copy the contract, you cannot earn the dApps staking. That you cannot earn the block rewards. So this is the idea of the operator trading. To make the long story short, we are making a M&A marketplace on the top of Plasm Network.
OK，就这个东西听上去其实很庞大，就我会觉得就是刚才听下来，可能 Plasm 如果说真的我们实现了这款历程，可能它是对现有的无论是 staking 也好，包括Uni 啊这些都可能会有一些新的创新。那但是另外有一个项目在讨论比较多，叫 Shiden 这个项目，我理解的它其实是一个 Plasm 的一个测试网的一个项目。那它马上也会参加Kusama的一个卡槽拍卖，可以和我们讲讲 Shiden 和 Plasm 的关系。
Wow, what you just said sounds like a big project. And if Plasm manage to implement all this whole mechanism, I believe there will be a huge innovation. Okay, and I want to talk about Scheiden. My personal understanding is that Scheiden is a testnet of Plasm, and Scheiden now is going to participate in Kusama auction. Could you tell us a little bit about the relationship between Scheiden and Plasma, and also the Scheiden's auction strategy?
Sure. So Scheiden network is also mainnet for Kusama parachain, right? So Kusama is the mainnet, and the Polkadot is also mainnet. We are going to connect Scheiden network to Kusama and the Plasm network to Polkadot. The reason why we deploy two different networks is if we connect our Plasm network to Kusama, we have to connect our Plasm network to Kusama at least, 3 months or 6 months or even 1 year. In this case, we are going to miss the first opportunity to become one of the first Polkadot parachain because our network is stuck on Kusama. And also, we would like to test a lot of features before launching Plasm. Yeah, that's why we are going to launch Shiden network and going to connect to Polkadot. Kusama, sorry. And regarding the Kusama parachain auction strategy, a lot of people are interested in the Kusama auction because this is the first opportunity, and this is the last opportunity to get Scheiden token before listing Scheiden token at exchanges. So we are going to distribute 22% of total supply to the auction participants. And the Polkadot auction consists of the crowd loan and the auction. So we are going to focus on crowd loan and the correct KSM token from the community. And then we are going to use collected KSM token for the auction. And regarding the crowd loan, we are going to start our crowd loan once Web3 Foundations announce the date of the auction. So this means we are going to start crowd loan 7 days before the auction, right? And so regarding the crowd loan, the earlier you join our crowd loan, you can get more Scheiden token. So we incentivize people to join crowd loan as soon as possible. So this is our strategy. And also, we are going to bid first to 8 slot. This is around 11 months. So we are going to connect Scheiden network to Kusama around 1 year. And after the 1 year, your KSM token will be returned. So if you lock 1 KSM token, you can withdraw 1 KSM token after the 1 year. So this is not an investment. This is the staking or lock drop. So yeah, we are almost ready, and our Genesis block is ready, and our crowd loan is almost ready. So we can start crowd loan once Web3 Foundation announce the auction. And we would like all of you guys to join our crowd loan and the auction to win the parachain slot. And the 30% of the total supply will be distributed after winning the auction. This 30% goes to lock drop participants. So yeah, we are going to distribute this 30% after winning the auction. So I would like lock drop participants to join our crowd loan and auction as well.
OK，这其实是一个很关键的信息啊，问2个关键的问题。首先第一个，我想知道，就你对 Scheiden 获得3码上的卡槽这件事情，你有多大的一个信心？然后第二个事情，其实 L Bank 我们有在策划一系列的活动，就我们希望可以说助力无论 Scheiden 的3码的卡盘也好，还是说Plasm 在波卡上的卡盘那其实我们想的可能是我们会搞一个类似的活动，向我们的用户来筹集他们的3码，然后把对应的这个3码给到就是Scheiden这边，等于是完成一个投票，然后可能在就是这个周期之后，然后再把这些3码还给用户，然后当中激励的Scheiden这些都给到用户。那我想问一下，就是对这样的形式，就官方 有什么样的一个看法，或者说觉得怎么样可以把这件事情推进的更顺利？
Wow, very key information. I have two key questions. First of all, how much confidence do you have of Shidem winning the Kusama slot? And the second question is that we are developing plans for activities, whether it is for Shiden to take the Kusama auction of slots or Plasm to take the Polkadot slot auctions. We're going to do similar activities to crowd loan from our users, and then all the KSM tokens from our users will be given to Shiden to help Shiden finish its votes, and then all the profits or the incentives that we get, we will return them back to our users. So regarding this kind of activities, do you have any official opinion? And what do you think we can do to streamline this kind of cooperation?
Got it. Yeah. Basically, I'm really open-minded to work with L-Bank, and it would be great if we have a partnership and if we, have a gateway from L-Banks to Shiden Network Cloud Loan or Shiden Network Auction. So users at L-Bank can, lock KSM token on Shiden for Shiden to win the auction. So this is gonna be a very, unique and a very important partnership. And some of the exchanges such as OKEX and the Kraken are going to support our cloud loan as well as auction. So I would like to do the same things with you guys. And regarding the confidence, it's really hard to say, but all we can do is to do our best to develop our Shiden network as soon as possible and as many features as possible. And we intentionally did not announce some of the big news. And we are going to announce these big news during the crowd loan period, before the auction. So a lot of great news are coming in weeks, and I'm really happy to share in the future. And also, yeah, I'm not sure the date of the auction. It can be a days, it can be in weeks, but we are ready. And yeah, we are going to implement the cross virtual machine implementation. We are going to support WebAssembly as well as Ethereum virtual machine. This will be a big update, and this makes Plasm unique in a Polkadot ecosystem. So yeah, it would be great if we could work together to win the Parachain slot. Parachain auction.
就 L-Bank 其实希望和博客生态像 Plasm 这样的优质的项目一起合作，因为我们会觉得Web 3.0可能是一个特别宏伟的一个未来，可是我们挺期许那一天真的到来。就包括我刚才有看，这边的一些观众问的一些问题，他会问，你对5年以后 Plasm 的一个未来怎么看？那其实就个人，我会觉得这个问题可能可以再高一点，就是你对整个区块链行业，你会觉得5年以后可能是个什么样的一个样子？那包括5年以后波卡或者以太坊就整个庞大的他们的生态会是什么样子？然后最后再让你会觉得5年以后的 Plasm 会是什么样？
Wow. Okay. L-Bank also wants to cooperate with a great projects like Plasm on Polkadot. Web3 is a splendid mechanism project, and we hope to see its full implementation in the future. I've received a question from our community, namely, how do you view Plasm's future in 5 years? But I'd actually like to rephrase this question. I'd like to ask you about how do you where do you see this whole industry of blockchain in 5 years? To be specific, where do you see Ethereum in 5 years? Where do you see Polkadot in 5 years? And then where do you see Plasm in 5 years?
This is a very interesting question. And I think in the future, blockchain will be connected, just like internet of today. So internet was, the separated. So there was the China internet, Japan internet, the America's internet. But thanks to TCP IP protocol, this is the common layer for the whole internet ecosystem. So we can transfer the data from one place to another. And we can have a Zoom. And we can have a, Cloudcast. We can have a, live YouTube thanks to this common protocol. But without TCP IP, it takes time and it takes, cost to send the message from one place to another, from the US to Japan or US to China. But internet is very connected right now, and a lot of people are using internet. So blockchain will be the same. So Ethereum is still one of the biggest application platform, but Polkadot is going to connect a lot of blockchains. So Polkadot is going to connect Ethereum, Bitcoin, and other parachains, including Plasm. And the more blockchain are connected through Polkadot, the more interoperability we have in the future. So this is the one of the great advantages of the Polkadot itself. And regarding the Plasm, once Polkadot is getting popular, many people would like to make application on the top of Plasm Network, right? Polkadot, right? But they cannot make application on the top of Polkadot simply because Polkadot does not support smart contract. So Plasm is going to be the best smart contract platform in the Polkadot ecosystem. This is my vision. So to do so, we would like to support WebAssembly as well as Ethereum virtual machine. Since WebAssembly is the future, but Ethereum virtual machine is necessary right now. And the next big step is making Ethereum virtual machine and WebAssembly interactive. So we are going to make them interactive in months. And after that, we are going to enable the Plasm Network portal. So anyone can deploy smart contracts through Plasm Network portal without using CLI, without writing code. So this is gonna be a very big step for us. And in the after the 5 years, I hope the Plasm is one of the most important infrastructure for the Web3. So this is just a vision. So we are going to do our best to make it happen.
这位真是
OK，
这位先生。
因为我刚刚看到一条，就是这边有我们观众来说的一句话，他说Plasm is one of great fortunes of Polkadot。你会怎么样看？到像其他的讲家，你觉得这句话说的对不对？
Okay, great. I just saw a message left by one of our audience, and it is said that it says that Plasm is the best project on Polkadot. What do you, what is your view of this comment? Like, how do you look at other applications, other projects on Polkadot?
Yeah, I'm one of the early contributor of the Polkadot, so I know a lot of projects such as Akara, Kilt, Fara, obviously, Crust, and the Moonbeam, and so on. And actually, I know the Akara guys before they started Akara. So they are the really good friend. In the so recently I'm not saying the Plasm is the best project. Plasm is the fastest blockchain or something like that, because that this should be decided not by me. This should be decided by the users. Some of the projects are saying that let's say this blockchain is the easiest way to make application, or this blockchain is the fastest blockchain in a Polkadot ecosystem, right? But this should be decided by users. This should not be decided by the project. So I don't have a strong opinion. about the discussion. But what I can say is we would like to do best to make the one of the best project in the Polkadot ecosystem.
我刚刚又看到一句话特别有趣啊，他说复杂 to make blockchain great again, however, Plasm can make Polkadot even greater。就你对这句话有什么看法？
不害怕，我没听清楚。I just saw another very interesting comment. It says, Polkadot makes blockchain great again. However, Plasm can make Polkadot even greater. What do you think?
I think this is true because the Polkadot itself does not support smart contract. So we need a smart contract platform. And the Plasm is supporting both WebAssembly and the Ethereum virtual machine. So you can deploy Solidity contract, Ink contract, or another contract on Plasm Network. So, we are supporting Polkadot and Polkadot is supporting Plasm because the Plasm Network is the independent blockchain. So once we connect our blockchain to Polkadot, we can import security from Polkadot to Plasm. So we don't need to, make strong security on Plasm Network by ourselves, simply because we can import security from Relay chain to Parachain. And also, through Polkadot, a lot of big blockchains such as Ethereum, Bitcoin, or I don't know, the Dogecoin can be connected to Polkadot. So we can export and we can import the data or NFT through Polkadot to Plasma Network. So this is the very unique features. And obviously, we are also making the bridge, Ethereum bridge, and the Binance Smart Chain bridge. And we have already made the MVP, the minimum valuable product of Cosmos Bridge. So once we deploy the mainnet, Cosmos Bridge will be ready. And the Ethereum bridge will be ready in months. I think 2 months.
2个月应该就能做好了吧？
OK， 然后这边有一个我看到他在问，就是multichain machines what network is it built and designed on, and does it accept parachain?
Okay. Now I have another comment from our community user, and if Plasm Network is a multi-chain machine, then on what network is it built and designed on, and does it accept the parachain? Very professional question.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So basically, we are making the bridges between Polkadot and Ethereum and Polkadot and Cosmos through Plasm Network. So this is a bridge. And once we become a parachain, Polkadot parachain, we can import the data and token from other parachain to Plasm. So we are supporting parachain as well as other layer 1 blockchain, such as Ethereum and Cosmos. So Plasm Network 1.0 is going to be a parachain, Polkadot parachain. But Plasm Network 2.0 is going to be a multi-chain smart contract hub powered by Polkadot. So yeah, Polkadot is going to be a really important component to realize Web3. But we would like to connect other blockchains as well. So Plasm is going to be connected to Ethereum, Cosmos, and Polkadot in the future.
OK， 好，因为我看问题很多，但是因为时间关系的话，Sota 这边没有办法帮大家一一解答。那因为 L-Bank 作为一个交易平台，那我们交易其实更多的用户可能会关心一些，就是在价格这边的一些影响。我们有看到，就是其实最近这段时间受各式各样的原因，那整个加密货币行业或者说整个区块链，其实在币价上都有一定的下跌。但是马上就是Q3嘛，这个躺槽拍卖就要到来了。那我们这边想，我这边想代表我们用户问一下，就他们会比较关注的一个问题，就是对未来一段时间，就是整个行业就是从价 后你会觉得就是无论是 Shadow 或者Plasm 他们上线之后，你对他们的一个预期在二级市场会有一个怎么样的一个表现？
Okay, because the time is limited and we're not going to answer all the questions. LBank as an exchange help the users of LBank. They most of them care a lot about the price, and we know that because of the varied reasons, the whole cryptocurrency market has been going down. But the Kusama auction is coming, and I just want to ask you a question for the users of the LBank, that in the future for this whole blockchain industry in terms of the price, what do you think? What do you think what is the trend of the price? And is it like somebody else is saying that the bull market trend does not exist? Or what do you think of the Shiden or Plasm tokens? How are these tokens will perform in the secondary market?
Got it. Yeah, generally speaking, I don't care about the price of KSM, the price of dots or price of ETH or Bitcoin, because, in the long run, the crypto market is getting bigger and bigger. So last week, we lose 40% of Bitcoin price in 2 hours, right? But the bottom price is higher than before, right? 1 year ago or 2 years ago. So in the long run, the crypto market is getting bigger and bigger. So I don't worry about the bull market or bear market. So from my perspective, technologies comes first, and then market comes second. So what we have to do is to focus on the technology and invent something new in a Polkadot ecosystem. That's what we have to do right now. And the Web3 is still a long journey. We have a lot of things we have to do. So, we don't have a time to care about the price daily. But in the long run, let's say compared to the last year or 2 years ago, the price is going up. So I'm not worrying about the price at all. But I know the market, so market care price a lot. But in case of Plasma Network, we designed the token economics carefully. So 50% of the token goes to staking, network staking. And 50% is the liquidity at the first point. But the more dApps are created on Plasma Network, the more token will be locked on decentralized application. Because these kind of dApps need PLM token to be locked on their dApps to receive a lot of the revenue from block rewards. So in our token economics, the more dApps are created on Plasma Network, the less liquidity is. So, but the network is going to be popular, but liquidity is getting smaller. Because of the demand and supply, I'm not sure about the future, but our network is designed to increase the price itself if everything goes well. So this is the token economics of Plasma Network. So all we have to do is to make the best of toolings, best smart contract platform, and the best tooling for developers to deploy contract on Plasma Network. This is what we have to do.
OK，其实我最近有看一篇文章，是中国的一家投资机构发布的一篇，它上面写着就是有社交恐惧症的人更容易成功。它的核心不是说你不社交就获得成功，他说的是当你专注于某一件事情，把你所有全身心进行投入的时候，在这种状态下，你更容易在这个方面做到极致，因此你更容易成功。
I recently just read an article written by one of the Chinese investors and institute investors, and in it says that people with social phobia are more likely to be successful. I mean, this is, well, apparently not very scientific, but basically what it says is that if you are highly focused on something, like you devote yourself to doing this stuff, you have higher probability of being a successful person.
我会觉得区块链从2017年这一波大的牛市到现在这波大的牛市，最大的区别在于，之前的区块链更多的是讲故事会比较多，因为区块链很难落下来。但是到了现在，到了2021年，区块链更多的是以做事情为主要，也就是我们会把我们更多的注意力聚焦在产品上，我们怎么搞出来一个易用的、简便的，并且说有一个长期价值的产品，可能才是一件更重要的事情。
You know, I've been through, I went through the 2017 bull market, and now we are in the 2021 bull market. And I see the difference between these two periods. You know, before the blockchain, people in the blockchain industry, they just, craft the stories. But now more and more people are doing things, and we pay more attention on developing products, how to make the products convenient, how to make the products easy to use, user-friendly. And
所以刚才那个问题的核心在于，我会觉得就 Plasm 其实对于它的币价而言，短期其实无论是或者是我觉得任何的一个市场都没有办法去预测。但是只要 Plasm 是一个基于长期的一个应用的一个有长远未来的一个项目，那我会觉得它就有一个值得长期去关注的一个合理的价值在这里。
So yeah, so what I want to say is that about with respect to the price of the PRM tokens, I mean, in the short term, no one can predict the price. But as long as Plasm has a long version, and as long as Plasm is doing everything to realize the visions, and I think the PML tokens deserve to attract the attentions of the users.
那今天这场面面主要目的就是希望 L-Bank 的每个用户能够知道 Plasm 是一个什么样的项目 ，Plasm 对未来是有一个怎么样的规划 ，Plasm 未来长期的价值在哪里？我们做的更多的是一个用中国话来说，可能是一个叫特别纯的一个长期的价值投资。
Okay, so today I want to let the users of L-Bank to know what is the strategic plan of Plasm, its long-term value, and as a new Chinese saying goes, that we are actually doing the value investments.
那把最后时间留给社长，就是你有什么想要对 L-Bank 的用户说的吗？
Okay, so Sota, do you have anything you want to say to the users of L-Bank?
Yeah, exciting moment coming. Summer Parachain auction is coming, hopefully in weeks, and the Polkadot auction is coming hopefully in this year. So yeah, definitely market is going to be there are a lot of excitement in the market in the Polkadot ecosystem. So we would like to do our best to make Web3 happen together with the users and the community members. So the Kusama auction, the first step is winning the Kusama Parachain auction. So it would be great if you could support us to become a Kusama Parachain. Yeah, thank you for having me today.
好，那我们也祝愿 Plasm 可以获得不造的卡槽，也希望Sheldon 可以获得 Kusama 的一个卡槽。那感谢今天Sota 关于 Plasm 的这个特质设计和优异性能的一个精彩分享。那 L-Bank 这边也希望无论是对 Sheldon 或者说是 Plasm 在卡槽拍卖上可以进行的助力。OK。
Thank you very much. We give Plasm the best wishes about the auction of Kusama slots or the Polkadot slots, and thanks for Sota's exciting share of his experience and his visions. And we as L-Bank would like to give support to the Plasm project.
Awesome.
See you.
谢谢。谢谢。
谢谢。
拜拜。